Lake maintenance staff, your utility boat has been left out on the jump ramp. That has to be moved before the start of our show. If someone is around for maintenance that can take care of that, we'd really appreciate it. Second of all, it's going to be a nice hot day here at Darien Lake, and you'll be looking for some great ways to cruise.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Darien Lake and the summer of '87. And now your host for this this afternoon's sports spectacular, Mr. Vance Hawley.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks, one and all. And welcome to the SPLASHMANIA Water Extravaganza, where you'll thrill to the artistic wizardry of the mastered water ski. Be enchanted by the fantastic free-fall glide of the high dive and see the breathtaking leap in a barefoot water skier. Right now, from 35 feet in the air, our featured diver from Hollywood, Florida, Bart Nash. It's all right here at Darien Lake, and it's all here for you. During the next 30 minutes, we promise one of the most exciting sports extravaganzas you'll ever have the chance to witness. For now, sit back, relax, just enjoy the show. And with no further ado, I'll now introduce to each and every one of you the muscle and power behind our show. The #1 name in tournament towboats, that name is, of course, Mastercraft. Our two main towboats down to the far right side, where our drivers spin those towboats out on a dive. Following right behind, the newest in water recreational vehicles from the Yamaha Corporation, powered by a 396cc jet-driven engine. That's the Yamaha Wave Runner, threading the needle of the towboats, and right up over the waves, wakes and rollers out of the show course this afternoon. Never take your eyes off the Yamaha Wave Runner down to the far right side. You've seen the ease of maneuverability out of the water. Watch as this man in that Wave Runner now goes soaring straight through the stratosphere. The man of the helm of the 1987 Yamaha Wave Runner, coming to us all the way from Wyominga, Wisconsin, out front and center with Kip Klug. Back to the muscle and power you'll see in front of the water skiers all afternoon long. It's back to the Mastercraft towboats. Our first boat in, 20 feet in length, powered by 200 Yamaha horsepower. That's the Mastercraft ProStar 200. Watch as only inches now separate the drivers. Shovel 1, the ProStar 190, 351 cubic inches of engine power. The man at the helm of showboat #2 comes to us from Newport Beach, California. The California Kid, Doug Traxel. It's showboat #1, your primary showboat driver for this afternoon show, with over 6 years of professional stunt boat driving experience from the motor capital of the world, Detroit, Michigan, Keith Bobian. The Mastercraft Yamaha boating team. The skiing for this afternoon's extravaganza is all ready to get underway. It starts out at our center performance platform. Our skier from Middleton, Wisconsin, Mike Colesman. You see Mike now wearing the Connie competitive style slalom ski. Its deep concave bottom and sharp metal fin will allow Mike to cut back and forth across the boat, wakes at high rates of speed. Never take your eyes off this gentleman as Mike re-enters our show course, and a chance for us all to see a superb team effort between our driver and the water skier following closely behind as Mike now attempts to ski all the way around the 19-foot Mastercraft. Fantastic! One more time over to the other side. All wound up and away he goes. Out to the right. Around the front, over to the left, right, back to where he started. He just did it. You just saw it. 2 complete 360s around the towboat. Michael Colesman. We move now from a team effort between a water skier and a showboat driver to a team effort between 2 water skiers, as we'll next feature our lead double Adagio team. They're going to adapt unique lifts and positions to the hard stages of some of the world's most beautiful ice shows. The couple you'll see on the water has over 8 years of combined show skiing experience, and to date have performed in over 4,000 professional water shows. Their tow line tie now out of the water they'll high. Newport Beach, California's dynamic Doug Traxel. And from Van Nuys, California, the lovely Sabrina Cobb. Together, these two are our lead double Adagio team. See Doug now wearing a chest harness, and that harness is there to allow the free movement of both arms to perform the lifts and maneuvers you saw on their first pass, and those they'll perform for us on their second pass through. The water ski shows incorporated Adagio teams have performed as far south as Brisbane, Australia, and all the way over to Haslock, West Germany. They now ride on the waters of Darien Lake our lead double adagio team. Lady now makes a transition from atop her gentleman's shoulders to ride safely in his arms. Truly a proficient profile of our couple in action. And now let's straight back to our center performance platform with Doug Traxel and Dana DeVito, our lead double adagio team. Continues on to that center performance platform. The man that keeps it all moving is again Michael Goldsman. Michael will now show you the tiny little skis upon which he's soon to ride. Tiny skis we call Sue skis, which is a little over 12 inches in length. It's big enough to put a vine up on top of. Mike says he can do anything on those tiny Sue skis anyone can do on normal-sized water skis. We'll put him to the test when he rides back into the show course. Now down to the far left side, we've allowed the water to calm down throughout our central skiing area. And after cutting right over these waves and wakes, Mike's routine starts right out at center stage. Mike starts it off with one turn, but he slides into a second. He kicks out a third turn, goes one more for four, continues on with 5 360-degree turns. Those 360 turns you disarm on everything you can do on a pair of water skis, with one possible exception: to take the tiny shoe skis over the 6-foot-high water ski jump. They're 6 times smaller than normal-sized jump skis, take 6 times the skill. But Mike can go from the bottom of the ramp up and over. As Mike comes in for his third and final pass, you'll want to have your cameras ready. He's going to kick around into the reverse direction and lift 1 foot high. Get himself buried in all the spray of what we call a 1-foot back swan. All those turns, a 1-foot back swan, and up and over a 6-foot-high water ski jump. Our shoe skiing star from Middleton, Wisconsin, now back at the center performance platform, Michael Goldsman. The attention stays at the center platform, but now moves up to the 3-meter level as we can see our featured diver from Hollywood, Florida, Bart Nash. Bart now to perform the first of springboard maneuvers we'll see from him this afternoon. Watch the action in this dive, the 2.5. Down to a beautiful water entry, dive champion, Bart Nash. We're going to allow Bart a moment to catch his breath as he sets up for his next dive. It's at this time we'll ask for your cooperation and your silence, please, as the next dive you're about to see is performed only by a handful of divers throughout the entire world. It's called a double spotter 3.5, and to briefly explain what that is, Bart goes out to the end of the 3-meter springboard and performs a double reverse somersault in the air, but lands back onto the diving board. He follows that with 3.5 forward somersaults down to the surface of the water. Needless to say, it's a very difficult as well as a very dangerous dive. The wind conditions right now make it even more so. So your silence, please, for Bart Nash to now perform a double spotter 3.5.
Go to the top!
Bart, Mike, is he all right? I know, Bart. I'm sorry. I'll take care of it. You sure you're okay? You're gonna try it again?
A true champion, Bart Nash will attempt that double spotter dive one more time.
Who was it that interrupted him?
Was that you? You?
Him.
Look. Twice I asked for everybody's cooperation in their silence.
This is a very dangerous dive. Bart could seriously get hurt landing back that board the wrong way. Now, please, just sit there and just shut your mouth. Go ahead, Bart.
Shut my mouth, I can't breathe.
If you shut your mouth, you can't breathe.
Well, breathe through your nose.
You breathe through your nose.
Of course I can breathe through my nose.
Good. Shut your mouth.
Now look, I'm telling you to sit there and be quiet, because nobody's going to the top of that high dive tower right now anyway. Unless, of course, you think you might like to go up there.
I got a cold.
Oh. This big mouth just said he'd like to go to the top of our high dive tower, except he's got a cold. Poor guy. Let me tell you what I think. I think you're scared.
You think I'm scared?
Yes, I think you're scared to go to the top of a 90-foot high dive tower. Loudmouth jerk.
You all think I'm scared? Good, you're right.
That's what I thought. Nothing but a loudmouth chicken. Just sit down and shut up. Sorry about the interruption, everybody. We'll continue on with our show. Back to the center platform. Bart Nash, that double spotter, 3.5.
It's not a chicken, Turkey.
Just a second, Bart. This has gone more than far enough already. But I'll tell you what. I'm going to settle it right now. Keith, could you and Kip bring that Mastercraft over here for a minute, please? Right over here to center stage. Thanks, guys. And you, big mouth, come here. Yes, you. You know, you've got an awful lot of big talk, and I want to see you back it up with some really big action. And put that beer down. I said put that beer down. Not like, give me that. Would you take care of this? Keith Bowman and Kip Kluger are going to take you out of that center platform so you can learn what this diving business is really all about.
You know you're cute when you're angry.
Get your hands off of me. Step onto that boat. On the boat. Watch your step, they just waxed it. Keith, Kip, would you just take him over to the center ladder, please? Yes, Keith Bowman and Kip Kluger. Buddy, you better just shut your mouth and cool your chest, because if you don't, I'm going to have a guard take you out.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. What's your name there, big mouth? Ralph, what I want you to do is grab onto that ladder at the center platform and make your way up to the 3-meter level with dive champion Bart Nash. Well, hurry up and get out of the water. I'm just lucky you can swim. We'd all be a whole lot luckier if you couldn't. Bart, Ralph, an idiot that interrupted your dive. What? Those aren't his sister's underwear. That happens to be a very special protective diving suit. Yes. Just take a look around up there. What's the matter? You forgot something at your seat? Well, what did you forget? Look out the stage there, Bart. Now, I'm telling you, take it easy. Now, just wait a minute. I'm telling you, would you just hold it right there? Excuse me? Well, what in the world are you doing up there? Around. Would you get back up onto that diving board? You ought to know what any good diver does when he gets to a new springboard is he goes out to get the feel of the board. That's what I said, get the feel of the board. Well, what's so funny, Ralph? Now, wait a minute, this is a family show. What I meant was just bounce up and down and go high. Up into the sky, gain some altitude, you moron, some fancy bouncing. Oh, you can say that again. Would you bounce on the board? There, that's a little more like it. Good job. Oh. Ralph, did you get the feel of that diving board? No. What? You're ready for some competition against one of the United States' premier springboard diving champions? Oh. I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of this clown right now. We're going to stage a one-dive competition, and the applause of you folks seated right here and you people down there in the cheap seats are going to determine the winner. But of course, Darien Lake's own dive champion, Bart Nash, will go first. Bart, why don't you perform one of your beautiful swan dives? What? That's right. Darien Lake's own dive champion, Bart Nash, now to perform a beautiful inward swan. Excellent aerial form, a perfect water entry, our dive champion, Bart Nash! Oh, now just wait a second. That applause wasn't for you. Bum? Bum? You're so stupid you probably can't even spell bum. Yeah. Well, did everybody hear that? He left something out. Lady, it wasn't that funny. Well, Daffy Duck died. Ralph, I've done a lot of diving in my day, but never have I ever seen anything like that. Now, who in the world taught you to dive like that? Your coach, the little wiener, that dizzy daffy demon of the diving board is here and ready to take it to the 3-meter level. All right, coach, pick yourself a springboard. Whoa, either one will do. It's the coach, ready and set, styling and profiling. He'll be using that reverse approach. He's ready and set for that double back with a triple twist. Coach, wrong way. Try it again. What's the matter? You don't like that springboard? We'll go around and use the other one. No, coach, I went mark over to the other board. Not like that. Coach, don't do it. No! Oh, wait a minute, Rob. Stop the music. Hold the show. What's the matter? What are you doing up there? You want to dedicate this dive to someone very near and dear to your heart? Well, who's that? Your dear, sweet mother-in-law? Where is she? Up there in the orange. I should have known. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Mom, this one's for you because, well, Mom, he says he loves you. No, wait a minute. Well, thank goodness that's over with. Our dive champion, Bart Nash, and playing the part of Ralph, our featured comedian, Mr. Keith Frey. For the hilarious antics of our 3-meter springboards, now the oh so beautiful. We feature one young lady so lovely and talented, we offer her a love. Now performing for us on a 360-degree swivel ski, the world's most difficult water ski to master, our featured female. From Van Nuys, California, the lovely Miss Dana DeVito. normal-sized water ski having an open-bladed binder. It allows our skier to perform turns of 180 or a full 360 degrees without changing the direction of her ski. Hundreds of hours of practice to master each of the moves that Dana performs for us, and a true master of the swivel ski is what we have on the water in Dana DeVito. Perfect performance, and now straight back to our center performance platform shown on. A true master of the 360-degree swivel ski, our featured female from Van Nuys, California, Dana DeVito. In competition water skiing, there are 3 events. There's the trick event, the second is a slalom, but of the 3 events, the most exciting, by far the most dangerous, is this next event. And next up is the long-distance jump event. I'm back behind the center performance platform, ready and set to go, the long-distance jump champion of Darien Lake. He's made a final safety inspection of all the equipment you'll be seeing out of the water, said it's A-OK, and out into the water he rides, Doug Draxel. She dug now wearing a fully padded Ocean Tech wetsuit, a Pro Tech helmet. That safety equipment there for one very obvious reason, so as to protect Doug from any possible injury due to the speeds at which the man will be traveling. Those speeds you'll soon see at the base of the jump ramp are in excess of 60 miles per hour. This is how Doug Draxel gets going so fast. It all starts off with a 35-mile-per-hour boat speed. Doug goes to the far outside, as far away from the ramp as he can possibly get. He'll be straight back in on a double-weight crack-the-whip cut, trying to double the speed of his own towboat. All to show you some high-flying, long-distance jumping! A super jumper, Doug Draxel, when the attention goes to the showboat driver, watching precision of the man at the helm. Never stopping to both the action or the skier on the water. Goes backstage, takes 2 additional tow lines, 2 additional jump champions of Darien Lake. It all goes so smooth thanks to some super showboat driving on the part of Detroit's Keith Beaumier. With these 3 jump champions out of the water, anything can and probably will happen. On the first team jump, watch the man in the middle, the one with the tow line behind his back. Then the jump champion either side. Something crazy's going on, and they call this a helicopter spin with a double crisscross. That man in the middle up into the air in a full 360-degree spin before landing back down to the surface of the water. This is second team jump. Watch the 2 jump champions to the closest inside. They'll both have tow lines behind their backs. Devil side of the outside jump champion for precision water skiing at its finest. These 2 men on the inside, tow line behind their backs, and are wrapped for a double helicopter. The man on the outside must be right on the mark. Has to cut hard, has to cut fast, has to cut now. These 2 men up, around, and down. He moves under and splits the middle. The skis, ladies and gentlemen, now perform. Those common competitive style jump skis are 6 feet in length. The jump ramp surface only 14 feet wide. You've seen 1 helicopter, you've seen 2, but 3, that means 18 feet of twisting, turning, spinning water ski. There's only 14 feet of jump ramp surface. That just mathematically doesn't add up, and it was said to be impossible. Watch close, here it is. They're wrapped, ready, and rolling for a triple helicopter spin. Hang on, they got it! That was only about 5 years ago that Mastercraft posters out of the world needed another kind of jumping tournament. That being for freestyle jumping. Freestyle jumping is what we'll see right now as we highlight the California Dead Kid, Doug Draxel. Doug comes into the show course with a 36-mile-per-hour boat speed to now show you the most dangerous of all freestyle maneuvers. Watch Doug Draxel close as this man is the master. Doug Draxel is the master of a full back gainer. entire world of professional water skiing as the Gator Master is Doug Traxel. Boy, we take that, the most dangerous of freestyle maneuvers, now turn it around into the most difficult. We now highlight show director Michael Tolzman. Mike comes into our show course with a 36-mile-per-hour boat speed as well. Riding side by side with Doug Traxel, the most difficult of freestyle maneuvers, multiplied in difficulty by the number of men on the same ramp at the same time as they go head over heels in twin front flips. Losing that handle. It doesn't come any closer than that. As soon as the man went down to the water, he saw his hand go high above his head. Gave us two signals all in one, and he and his equipment are A-OK. Truly was just a slip of the grip, not a bad fall at all. Our showboat driver wheeled around the Mastercraft Pro Star 190, dropped the tow line right into our fallen skier's hand. With three tight tow lines, all three of our champions right back up and onto the water. They're going to go for those swing flips one more time. This is the most difficult of all freestyle maneuvers as the skier totally inverts the pull of the boat on his body. Pulls in on that handle, ducks his head down, kicks his feet around. Hopefully he'll land on his water skis. Hopefully the water ski away. The approach of the boat is set, and that for the tough champions as they now go for those twin front flips. And some of those water skiers say that you can't do a thing without the string. All three of the men you see on the water right now, you'll be able to see all fall along. All three currently competing in the International Water Ski Tour of Champions, seen on the ESPN Cable Sport Network. So line back in hand, right back up and onto the water to ride. With one final ride past center stage, we'll meet all three men back at our center performance platform. From outside to in, Wyomega, Wisconsin's Kip Klug, the Gator Master Doug Traxel, and world champion freestyler Michael Tolzman, the jump champions of Darien Lake. The attention now moves over to the high dive tower area as we'll again see our featured diver Bart Nash. Bart now wearing a full-bodied hooded vestment. It's a tight-fitting robe of sorts, and it's that tight-fitting robe and the cape he's about to produce from the 3-meter level that have been soaking in gasoline. Watch. As after donning that cape, Bart makes his way to the 35-foot platform of the high dive tower. And it's there, at 35 feet in the air, that we will watch Bart Nash virtually set himself on fire. To be feeling enormous amounts of heat. The temperature is well over 1,250 degrees. Engulfed in flames, the man will be blinded to the water below. The timing for this dive must be perfect. Remember, the stunts and the maneuvers you see throughout this afternoon's show are performed by trained professionals. They are not to be attended by amateurs of any rank or level. The ignition torch now to be lit. Then watch closely, for you may never see the likes of this again. The master of the fire dive, Hollywood, Florida's Bart Nash. You've seen our skiers out there on 2 skis. You've seen our skiers on 1. But you're next to see water skiing with no skis at all. Our attention directly across the lake, 15 feet in the air, now stands Kip Klug. Kip stands with only tow line in hand. And watch, from 15 feet in the air, that man is now about to go splat. He goes splat, flat on his back. Deep underwater, dragged across the waves, wakes, and rollers of his own tugboat. Unable to breathe till the speeds are up. His feet go down, and he now rides on nothing but his bare feet. At over 40 miles per hour, onto his back, right back to his feet, a barefoot tumble turn. Barefoot water skier Kip Klug. It seems in all sports that one man stands out above the rest. In diving, Greg Louganis. In gymnastics, it was Kurt Thomas. But in barefoot water skiing is the man now standing in the Mastercraft Pro Star, Michael Tolzman. As Mike takes his sport of barefoot water skiing and gives it a whole new twist. He starts off with a very unique water ski called the freeboard. Now when Mike takes off with the freeboard water ski, the front tip of his ski rides to the back. The back rudder out in front, and he's mounted the bindings of his ski on backwards. Why should Mike choose to use such a very unusual water ski? One totally opposite from every other you've seen in the show thus far? Momentarily, you shall understand. As Mike will now perform a single ski deep water start on the freeboard water ski, the boat speeds go up to 22 miles per hour. He'll perform what's called the 180-degree flip turn. He'll leap into the air, turn 180 degrees. When landing back to the water, the ski rides in the correct direction. He finds himself traveling backwards. Watch! It's a signal for more speed. Speeds of over 40 miles per hour. 1 foot down, the ski kick to the side. He's now backwards on his bare feet. Unable to see where he's going, seeing only where he's been. Total trust in show driver Keith Bovian. A back-to-front turn now in the forward direction. Back barefoot sensation, Michael Tolsman. In the last few minutes, you've seen some of the fastest, some of the most exciting acts to take place in any water show anywhere. But without a doubt, the crowning peak, the most spine-tingling, takes us as high as a 9-story building to a perch that stands but 1 square foot. And the man now making his way to the top of that 90-foot high dive tower, Miami, Florida's Keith Bray. As Keith prepares for this dive, the flying back somersault, there are a couple of things you may want to keep in mind. First, Keith Bray is now diving into water that is only 8 feet deep with a hard, rocky bottom. His impact speed in the water from this height, over 60 miles per hour. Step by step and rung by rung, our champion now makes his way to the top to become the master of his own destiny. To now perform for you from a perch that stands higher than the towering cliffs of Acapulco. It's a tradition at those cliffs, as it is here at Darien Lake, that we offer our high dive champion one final round of encouragement before taking the big leap from way up there. For our high dive champion, Keith Bray! Keith, whenever you're ready, the best of luck. Champions of Darien Lake for that high dive champion Keith Bray, Bart Nash, Doug Traxel, Dana DeVito, Michael Tolsman, and Kip Kluge. Our internationally famous stunt boat driver from the motor capital of the world, Detroit, Michigan, Keith Bovian. My name is Van Tully. It's been a great pleasure to be your host. Have a super stay the rest of your day here at Darien Lake. Come on, everybody.
Go first. Bart, why don't you go first?